Hello, my name's Emily and I work with people to support them after challenges and change in their life and have a specialty in supporting people after cancer. I had my own cancer experience 6 years ago and having worked in the NHS knew that there was a lack of support for people after this very interesting, crazy, magnificent, sometimes awful time. Sophie's asked if I can provide some tips on anxiety, and it's a really interesting topic to be thinking about, and especially when you don't know the person that it's going to go to be able to give some really good advice that you can take. But with that in mind, there's always techniques and ways that we can support ourselves through anxiety. So if you're experiencing symptoms of anxiety, the first thing I'm going to say is go and find out what they are. Either speak to somebody, look it up, or go to your doctor. The reason I say that is because we often walk around coping and managing with things that we think are just maybe normal or just a little bit worse for us, but it's actually fine. It may well be, but if you're experiencing symptoms of anxiety for over 2 weeks, then you're technically going to be diagnosed with something in terms of an anxiety disorder. It doesn't mean you will be, it just means that if you went and said to a doctor, I've had these symptoms for 2 weeks, then they'd probably say to you, you have an anxiety issue. That's not a problem. It's just saying, okay, this is anxiety. I'm labelling it. I'm putting it as something that is happening to me rather than this is becoming me. I am it. So that's the first thing. Check it out. In checking out your symptoms, try not to get yourself even more anxious. This is a really interesting part of it, which is that sometimes with anxiety, we get symptoms that we really expand a lot when we think about it more. And that's so the second tip is the anxiety that you're experiencing in your body or in your mind? Sometimes it's hard to tell, but there will be an overriding experience that you're feeling. For me, anxiety manifests its way into my heart rate. I feel it heavy, I lie down and I can feel it pumping way too much. And that's sometimes very hard to tell the difference between having had a coffee or maybe a glass of wine. So the experience for me is understanding that my heart rate changes and acknowledging what it is. Is my mind also following it with racing thoughts? Therefore, I know that this is an anxiety moment, an experience, an episode. It may be that you actually have lots of racing thoughts, obsessive thoughts, paranoid thoughts, and they're the predominant thing for you rather than it being in your body, or that's the thing that comes up for you the most. Identifying those key triggers, the parts of your body that are most impacted, is so important because as soon as we're aware of it, we can start to label it again, that word labeling. So I'm going to go to my third tip, which is labeling, acknowledging where it is and what it is that is happening to us and almost saying it out loud. It may be that you say it to yourself when you're on your own. It may be that you say it to a friend, to a professional. Just giving a voice to it without it being something that you're coping with, managing with, not managing with on your own. So those are the 3 really simple tips. I hope that we can get a chance to go through some more and let me know what you think about any of those 3. Have you done them already and how have they worked? Or if you're now about to try them, let us know how they went. Have a good day.